As we get older, our brains literally shrink. Specifically, the hippocampus, the area responsible for memory and learning, decays by 1 to 2% every single year in late adulthood. This structural loss directly triggers memory failure, cognitive decline, and an increased risk of dementia. When we look for solutions to physical decline, we usually think of hitting the pavement, but we tend to view running as a miserable chore, a punishing physical tax we pay to burn off calories or lose a few pounds. That perspective ignores the internal biological response occurring every time your foot hits the pavement. While your legs are doing the mechanical work, the primary beneficiary of that stress is nowhere near your lower body. Pounding the pavement acts as a profound biological catalyst. Every step is an instruction manual sent to your head, forcing your brain to physically grow. Researchers tested this in a randomized controlled trial. They put 120 older adults on a moderate aerobic exercise program for a full year. This chart shows the results. The running group saw their anterior hippocampus increase by 2%. The control group lost 1.4%. Since we typically lose 1 to 2% annually, that growth reverses the clock, wiping out 2 years of brain loss. The mechanism driving this physical growth is a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. When you run, your body floods with BDNF. It acts like fertilizer, actively building brand new connections between neurons. These structural brain changes directly translate to measurable improvements in spatial memory. The repetitive impact and cardiovascular strain act as a localized construction project, actively rebuilding your neural architecture from the inside out. Building new brain tissue requires massive amounts of energy, meaning your body needs a constant flow of highly oxygenated blood. To meet this oxygen demand, your lungs force the growth of new alveoli. Through diffusion, oxygen transfers into a network of new capillaries. While resting, you process 10 liters of air per minute. During a hard run, that capacity spikes to 100 liters. Meanwhile, your heart adapts. Its muscle fibers thicken and strengthen, allowing it to pump newly oxygenated blood to your brain more efficiently, while simultaneously lowering your overall blood pressure. That sensation of gasping for air is a physiological demand for more bandwidth. It forces your organs to upgrade their processing capacity. These biological upgrades take time. Clinical trials show that significant organ and brain restructuring takes a full year to lock in, demanding intense, long-term consistency. That introduces a major psychological barrier. Logging miles alone is mentally taxing, often leading to burnout and quitting long before deep biological adaptations can take root. To counter this drop-off rate, runners are increasingly turning to organized running clubs. Running alongside others consistently triggers the release of endorphins and suppresses the stress hormone cortisol. It chemically rewires your brain to view painful physical exertion as a highly rewarding social activity. At the same time, this group dynamic directly addresses a public health crisis by combating severe loneliness and isolation. Social connection provides the exact behavioral framework required to keep you on the road long enough. A consistent runner eventually operates on a totally different biological level. They possess a larger hippocampus, deeply vascularized lung capillaries, a highly efficient heart, and an active social network. The final statistical payoff is immense. Running for just 5 to 10 minutes a day cuts your risk of dying from cardiovascular disease by a staggering 45%. This lifespan chart reveals the measurable impact of those miles. On average, regular runners live 3 full years longer than those who stay sedentary. You don't have to train for a marathon to see these results. Intermittent, low-intensity jogging is enough to trigger these systemic biological pathways. Every time you lace up your shoes, you are actively investing in your own longevity. You are physically rebuilding your mind, your body, and your life.